Hello YouTube friends. Today I am braving the world of YouTube, sans makeup. What? I know, I'm getting crazy up in here. So today I'm going to show you how I achieve the makeup look that I pretty much use in all my videos. Obviously you guys know I do lipstick of the day, and so that changes from video to video, but the base that I use to start from is pretty much the same in every video. So I'm going to show you an easy, everyday, realistic makeup routine. Now, I absolutely love watching beauty tubers here on YouTube show amazing makeup looks. They're beautiful, I love them, but let's be honest, they are works of art and they look great on Instagram, but in real life, most of us probably don't want to do that look. A, because we don't have that much time in the morning. I don't know about you, but I don't want to spend 45 minutes on my face. 5, maybe 10, you bet. 45, not so much. And second, we don't actually want to look like that, no matter how cool it looks. So anyways, let's start off by talking about what I used to get my face ready for the day. So obviously I washed my face in the shower. Some days I use an exfoliator, some days I don't. And then when I get out of the shower, today I used the Dermalogica Antioxidant Hydro Mist. Nice, refreshing spray. Gives me a little bit of extra hydration, and I feel like it just kind of gets the skin ready for moisturizer. Today, this is the one that I used. I'm trying to use it up. This is the Vino Source from Claudie Paris. Their moisturizing sorbet, and it's for sensitive skin. So those are the only two things I've put on my face post-shower today. And then I've talked about this in a lot of empties, but this is what we're going to use for my face. So this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer with broad spectrum SPF sunscreen in it. Now I use the color Ivory, which is the lightest shade they make, and I purchase it on Sephora because at least in stores, and I think online also, Sephora or Ulta doesn't carry it. So I'm going to use just a little bit, I would say the amount of about 2 peas. And I take it on nice clean hands, and I'm literally going to just very gently apply it to my face. And I'm going to go pretty much all over, being extremely careful around the eye area. And I'm trying to move up the face, not down, because we don't want to cause any extra pulling on the skin than we absolutely have to. Okay, so there you go. And then if I have a little bit left on my hands, I go up my chin, because again, I'm trying not to stretch it out, and then just grabbing any last little bits that are on the palm of my hand. And I'm gonna get in up close and do the makeup base. And being gentle on the eyes. And voila. So I feel like for a tinted moisturizer, I feel like this has pretty darn good coverage. So that is what that looks like. Alright, just wiped off my hands so we can keep going. So I usually let that kind of settle in for just a minute or two before I really start going in with any face products like blush, that type of thing. So most of my everyday makeup fits in one little bin. I'm going to use some chapstick. Now I have a couple of different ones that I own. This one I got from Grove Collaborative. It's their Mint and Argan chapstick. I like it just fine. I don't know if I'm dying for it or that I would necessarily have to repurchase it. I feel like there are a lot of good lip balms and chapsticks out there, so I just want to make sure my lips are nice and hydrated, because of course when I put on lipstick I don't want it to look dry and flaky, so I do my tinted moisturizer and then my chapstick directly after that. Alright, so now we're going to go in with the What's the Tea eyeshadow from The Balm. I feel like this is a really good transition shade. I will say when you put it on the brush, I feel like it does flake up quite a bit, so I always like to tap off my brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go into the crease. Sorry if I'm not looking directly at you, I'm using the phone screen as my mirror today, so you can actually really see what I'm doing. I hate it when beauty YouTubers put the mirror up to apply stuff and then you can't actually see what they're doing. So I'm just starting on the outer corner, getting the most color payoff there, then swiping in and out to blend. And then just kind of making sure that things are pretty even. Voila. And then I'll take it up a little bit. Not too much. Again, I'm going for a more basic, everyday, nothing over the top kind of look. And then the second thing I'm going to go in with is the Suva Beauty. This is in the shade Barbecue. It's this really pretty purple. When I originally saw it, I wasn't so sure about the color, but when I actually got to using it, I love it. So I'm actually just going to dip the same brush into this one. Not going too crazy because I don't want like a super vibrant purple look. And I'm actually going to take that and do the same thing. Just going up. I do feel like with this one you actually have to push a little harder to get the color on the brush. But I feel like this beautiful barbecue purple actually will go really well with the top that I'm wearing. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now, when I'm getting ready, I usually will put my tinted moisturizer on and then go directly into styling my hair, because with curly hair, you really want to put your product in while it's still very, very wet, like almost pretty much dripping wet. So I did already do my hair before I went into putting on my makeup this time around. Okay, so I've got the eye color on as much as I want to, and then I'm just going to go back and blend up just a smidge with what's left on the brush, not adding any new product whatsoever. I feel like this is just a little, there we go. Yep. Alright, and then the last thing I'm going to go in with, believe it or not, is the Trestique eye pencil. This is in the Morimoto Pink Pearl shade. So some days I will use this and absolutely nothing else. And I take it into the inner corner and then down under here, just a smidge. And then I'll just take my finger and kind of dab it out because I don't want it to be, whoa, really obvious that I put a ton of shadow on there. And I'm really going over the eye, trying not to tug too hard. And then again, inner corner and underneath. And then I'm just going to sort of blend it kind of in a dabbing motion with my finger, and voila. There's my eyeshadow look for the day. Now, I don't generally use eyeliner on a daily basis. If you were going to use eyeliner, now would be the time to do that. And then I'm going to go in with the Superhero Mascara from IT Cosmetics. I got this, I want to say, in my Glam Bag Plus. And I'll do one eye so you can see, and then I'll do the other one off camera because you don't need to watch me apply that much mascara, I don't think. I do feel like this looks best after about 3 coats for me personally. Alright, so I've done my 3 coats, and I'm just going to do the bottom lash line with what is left on the wand. And then sometimes I'll take the very tip and get those outer lashes just a little bit stronger. So there we go. And then sometimes I'll just go through and smudge out anything with my finger. And then next off, we're going to do my brows and concealer. So I've been using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind eraser. I really have been liking this. Now, I haven't done any concealing yet, And today I don't have a ton of redness and my dark circles aren't terrible. I like to do my concealer after I've done my eye makeup, so that way if I have anything, any fallout or anything like that from putting on my shadows, which I really don't today at all. And most of the time I don't, because I don't use a ton of dark, super vibrant or pigmented shades. So usually what I will do is I will put it anywhere that I want to be a little bit brighter or where I normally have redness. So sometimes the tip of my nose can get a little bit red, and I'm like literally dabbing on just tiny amounts. And then I will take a clean finger or sometimes a damp beauty blender, but most often just my finger, and I'm just tapping. I'm not dragging and I'm not rubbing. And I'm really just doing that because I tend to have a little bit of darkness right here. But again, I'm not looking for like super full coverage all the way under the eye. And then usually what will happen is I will get a little bit of extra redness here and here. You know, every once in a while I'll get like a hormonal breakout on my chin if it's that time of the month. I have one that's mostly gone right there. It's just mainly the residual redness. And then if you want to get real fancy, sometimes I will do a slight bit right there, because sometimes it can get red, and also it just sort of highlights that area without using highlighter and going into all the extra steps. So that's the fancy version of me using concealer. Some days I just put it on a breakout and call it a day. Now we're going to use a little tinted brow gel. This is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and it is in the color Espresso. So I just take this and super duper gently, making sure that there aren't any big clumps of product on the wand. I will just really super gently go over my brows, like almost to the point where it's barely touching my skin, because I don't want super dark eyebrows, and I don't want them to look like I've drawn them in. I feel like I just want a more natural look, so I don't try to go overboard, or I try not to go overboard. And then same thing over here. I barely put any from here to about here, and you can see my natural eyebrow just really tapers off. There's just not a lot of hair. I really didn't overpluck or over tweeze. There's just almost nothing that grows there. And then so on this side, I'm just combing them upwards with it so that it actually pulls the hairs so that they're a little more sideways, and so therefore the brow, once the gel is on there, can look fuller. You can kind of see that. There we go. And like that. And there are my eyebrows, nice and filled in just a little bit, slightly darkened, but not a lot. So again, nice and natural. And then we're going to put on some blush. I'm using an ancient blush brush that I've owned for a long time that's still in really good shape, and this brand actually does not make makeup brushes anymore. This is actually a bedhead brush from way back in the day. Okay, found it. I was having trouble finding it there for a second. So this is the Phase Zero Makeup blusher in the color Cotton Candy. Again, this came in my Ipsy, and I think, was it an Ipsy Plus, I think. So this is what it looks like. And I'm just going to go in. I like to start on the apples, and then I actually do drag it up the face just a little bit. Not going overboard, but my very, very fair skin needs a little color. And I'm going over it really lightly. And then if I want a little more, I can do a little more. I honestly usually don't highlight because my skin is already lighter in some areas because of my concealer, and I just don't like that super strobe light effect. I might do a slight bit if I'm feeling extra fancy or going out, but for every single day I don't highlight. And then I'm gonna go choose a lip color. Alright, so I think I'm gonna use this one. This one is the Maybelline Super Stay Ink Crayon, and I think actually one of you guys told me that this is one of your favorite lipsticks to use, and so I picked one up. I really like this one, and just based on the color in the tube, I think it might work with this shirt. We'll see. I don't know. But I definitely want to try it out, so that is what we're gonna do. I like that. It's a pretty color. So this is in the shade, let's see, does it say? Does it say? Oh, here we go. Okay, other side. It's the number 50. It is on Own Your Empire. I like that one. I like that a lot. It's a little more, maybe a little bit more blue-based than I would have thought. I was thinking it was going to be just a hint more mauve than that. I like it. I'm not sad about it at all. I think it's really cute. So there you are. That's my entire makeup look. Yeah. Kind of boring, I know. If I wasn't trying to film and talk at the same time, this would take me about 5 minutes. So anyways, what did you guys think? Definitely let me know in the comments below. Leave me any questions that you have, and definitely let me know about any lipsticks that you think I should try. Until next time, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and I will talk to you guys soon.